Welcome back to my channel. How are we all doing? Yes, this is a late hour live broadcast. Like I promised that I will be live tonight. We are here again. Please, when you join, hit the like button so others will join us as well. We have seen the title, and it's all about what is happening, especially in Enugu State, where the governor of Enugu State decided to continue demolition of people's house for him to build a private estate, which is it has become normal for governors in the Enugu, starting from the time of Chimaro Kenamane down to Sullivan Chime, then to Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, now Mbah. So that has been the order of the day. Yes, Jerry Chuku, how are you? There, my brother. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. So Enugu State is what we are going to look into. The first stage of this broadcast. People are protesting, complaining about what is going on in Enugu State. The governor has vowed to forcefully take people's ancestral land in the name of building an urban area, building a state, and all that. So PM have also responded to that, saying that it's not going to happen, which is very, very recommendable. Okay, do one or two nonsense activities, reconnecting and all that. So we are back. We are back. Sorry about that. So, like as I was saying, the people in Enugu State, are protesting about what the governor is doing. The governor is taking people's land forcefully in the name of building estate that will belong, to him, because previous governors have done the same thing, and they got away with that. Thank God for PM and different government in this that they have spoken, and that is what gives people assurance. That's what give people the hope, that you cannot claim people's property like you normally do in Enugu State again. So thank God for Biafran government in exile and Biafran Prime Minister Ekpa. He made these announcements. He made an announcement about it, saying that people should, you know, send to him information about the governor's investment and businesses. So let me read what PM said pertaining that, and I will play the video as well for you to see. PM said, breaking operation submit Peter Mbah businesses and investment. We are warning the government of Peter Mbah, the illegitimate governor Peter Mbah, to immediately stop demolishing people's houses and homes, or else his entire businesses will be demolished. Okay, not only in Enugu State but anywhere they are located in Nigeria. You cannot be terrorizing poor Biafrans and expect the Biafran government to allow you to have peace. I hereby call on Biafrans to send a comprehensive list of businesses and structures or investments of Pit and Mbah and locations. Send them to info@biafranrepublicgovernment.org. This is the request from Biafran Prime Minister about this issue. So if you have any comprehensive information to give, this is a contact to do that. Now, I will show you, I will play this video for you to see. Let me see if I can flip the camera, if it's possible. I don't know how possible it will be. Okay, my camera is, let me put it this way. Let me flip the camera so you can see. Okay, now this is the video that I want you to watch. Okay, let me see if I can put it properly. Let me drag it back. Okay.
Started the demolition. Even like now, today being 17th of February, they are like now, about 50 caterpillars there, demolishing our community, both people's house and the clubs, everything. I want the government to come for our aid, to help us to talk to our governor, because maybe our governor does not know that such a thing is happening. While the people of Tanzania get government retirement, the past 11 years. I want to graduate Afro, manager with the go well to Obelona. I want to also who in Naka. Now pray to Anchulo Ona.
Okay, the name of the video, as you can hear in the video, these are people that Peter Mbah want to take their land forcefully and demolish. Like this man is saying that he has retired from government work and no gratuity whatsoever. He managed to, build this apartment that you are seeing here, where he's sitting down, and his house have been mapped out, for demolition. Let's continue. In Chatantanike, that is in Enugu East, if I'm not mistaken.
And I say I panic within 7 days. Then I go, the government the Rapolo Makana at the doctor housing contribution I make. Or hang line. Mbana roll. Kita no aro tapamono. Asembia agama toya by the state government. Naga party. Ano my yo mother party no. Time how hang your no when na roll for 35 years. Ojo bulo nwe. Nko ojo abu na e caterpillar akwatu. Ugbo abu ji ndị Nigeria kike egwu. Jieli ihe ndị herdsmen na-eme n'ugbo. Penta karibu 1,500. Ana akwatu ugbo anyị. Ọjọgburu onwe ya. Arụpụtara m ọrụ anya n'ebe m nsogbu kịta adị m afụ ụzọ. Ebe ezi ka m ga-eje, ebe ka m ga-eje.
Okay. I think the video is almost at end, and network is also giving another headache. But let's see if it will complete. Let's see if it will complete. Okay, this post Biafran and Biafrans. Okay. So Okay, this is it. You have seen the video. You have seen the video. It is not. This one is not in Lagos, Enugu State. And a few weeks ago, this comedian called Untouchable was shouting about the same Pete and Bass demolition. Okay, we are connected back. So Untouchable was shouting for help because they want to demolish his house also in Centenary Estate in Enugu State. Why is Pete and Mbah going after people's house for him to build his own estate if just in few months after becoming governor? Few months after becoming, so his target is to acquire wealth just like others, do, and that's why they always do anything possible for them to see themselves in power. So we have to support the African government in exile to make sure that all this nonsense, put to stop. It's not a welcome idea at all, at all, at all. You see Biafrans who have served the Nigerian government and couldn't get even pension and managed to build a house. Like the man, was saying that he's having eye issue, sight issue. So what do you expect the man to do at this present age? And he's old enough to have rest and to be even to be compensated. As a civil servant, no gratuity, nothing. So that is what I want to share with you. There's other videos about this from this community in Chanike, but I think that one I have to go to Facebook to get it for you. But it is not necessary because we have seen the summary and the problem that is going on in that part of the country. Now let's move forward. Let's move forward. For those of you who don't know, maybe you have seen this information, but I want to play it so that you hear. This is what Mas Mamukano said about Britain. Just listen very, very well, because like one of our brother who came here few days ago, I think 2 days ago, and he came today. My broadcast before now, he was here also trying to make the same argument, but we responded to him the way he deserved. But let me play this so you understand what British
man, the Petunia that came and created one Nigeria. The British government had.
So the message is clear. You understand what
the British government had.
What he was saying here. So it is always good for you to know the source of your problem and what has happened to you, for you to be able to prevent it from recurrence. British people, they are the one that lectures Nigerian politicians on how to manipulate and siphon funds and put people in abject poverty. That is just the truth. There's no country that these people colonized, that still remain with them, peacefully, that have their freedom properly. None. You have to break everything British for you to have your freedom. Unlike Nigerian, they have not done that. They have not done that. They keep on managing and laying their head on the British shoulders, and that is why everything is turning upside down every day, every now and then. So I am going to go straight to the problem at hand, which is the protest and argument of why Biafrans are not, complaining about the hunger and all that. Remember, during the election, we always, encourage our people not to vote because it is a waste of time. And PM stand tall and fought, internal war, not war actually, but internal argument and disagreement between fellow Biafrans who said that everything must go through them by allowing P2B to become president, and PM made it clear that that is a waste of time, having listened to the teachings of Mazna Modekan and the reasons why you should not vote. Michael John, thank you so much for your comments. I see you. Thank you for joining me in this late hour broadcast. We are going to go in details about what has happened in the day and what is going on at the moment. The people of from northern part and western part are now questioning why Igbos, Biafrans, and southeasterners, old eastern regions, are not complaining about hunger and hardship or whatever they call that. Now, during that time of P2B trying to become president and working hard and all that, there's a picture that surfaced online where he opened his palms like this, like Muslim people do when they want to pray. And people mocked him for that and all that. He did everything at his reach to win that election. That is one thing I want to establish in this live broadcast. P2B did everything humanly possible for him to become the president. Okay? And he failed. There's this actor called Zach Orji who came out during that time and campaigned for Tinubu. Though we are not in support of the elections, but it is always good to define the standards of people that are around you, for you to know what they can do and know their activities. Zach Orji, publicly support Tinubu during that election. And if you ask where he is today, because this afternoon I asked questions about him, I was told that after making that public declaration that he made, throwing his support for Tinubu, that he fell sick. I don't know his condition at the moment, but let me play just for you to remember how the whole thing started. This is Zach Orji.
Tinubu as the president. I know that when he becomes the president of this country, he will turn the economy around for the better. So join me to support this man to turn the fortunes of this country around for the better. Join me and support Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president of Nigeria. God bless you. God bless Nigeria.
And that is it.
I know that
he made this claim thinking that he's doing the right thing. Now, here is in Lagos State. You see this video here. Okay, what is happening here are people taking money, you see, taking money for the election from Tinubu's, campaign managers and the campaign team. You see, they are collecting money. Let me see if the votes can come up. Let me see if I can get it up. Okay. So the hardship is there. Okay, the hardship is there, and people who collected money during that time, they are now regretting it. 99% of them are complaining about the hardship, about the suffering, about everything, which I don't blame them. They have right to say what they want to say, but the truth is that you cannot eat your cake and have it. Now, this is a post from this is a post from Daily Post. You can see. I don't know if you can see that. Just hold on. Yeah. Okay. This is a post from Daily Post. They, they published they published this thing and said economic hardship. I don't know why. You see, this is a boss Yusuf or whatever he called his name. He's complaining about he don't know why Southeast are quiet. Now, all the issue. Okay, this is response from Kano Takano. Kano Takano, tag this post and say something about the post. He said, "Dear Yusuf, Eastern region Biafran witnessed economic hardship before and after the war, in which they suffered with £10 only. Okay. Oh, they survived with £10 only. Okay. Southwest and northern Nigeria should lead the protests. Okay, should lead the protest now. Which list Southeast played the observation role, meaning they should not engage themselves in the protest. Allow others to lead the protest so that we can now observe how they do that, because we have been doing it for ages, which is what I stand for. Because protesting for what? What are you protesting for? What are you protesting for? It doesn't make any sense, in my own opinion. If you want to protest, make sure you have protest for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what you should protest for, if that is the case. But have it in mind that they will still come out and shoot you. So there's no point. The only protest we need is sit at home. Sit at home. That is the only protest we need at the moment. This there's this our Yoruba people, what they said. I think his name is it Payo?
Don't take it lightly. Yeah.
Payo Adebanjo said this before the election itself, and people take it for granted. Now listen.
Don't take it lightly. You are fighting for your freedom. It's not another election you're having. If Obi doesn't win, forget Nigeria.
If Obi does not win, forget Nigeria. That was Payo Adebanjo, what he said during that time. He said that knowing fully well that Tinubu is out for president, but the truth cannot be covered because they know that a lot of things is at stake, of which we are now seeing the path they have chosen, and the outcome is staring on everybody's face. And like I said, it is not going to stop soon. That is just a fact. It's not going to stop soon at all.
That theological republic called Nigeria will be if you don't allow we Biafrans to go. That theological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia. And today it is happening. And if you have not applied for your Somalian visa, please try and do so. So that's a Somali visa. Try and do so as quickly as possible because the zoo is on the path of destruction. Nigeria will be destroyed beyond human comprehension. If you don't allow we Biafrans to go, that theological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia. And today it is happening. And if you have not applied for your Somalian visa, please try and do so. So that's a Somali visa. Try and do so as quickly as possible because the zoo is on the path of destruction. Nigeria will be destroyed beyond human comprehension.
Okay.
If you don't allow we Biafrans,
that is a words of Mas Nnamdi Kanu before, and now you can compare the two, and then you have the answer between what is going on in Nigeria today and Somalia. Which of them do you think is better? That I will end it there. Now, for sit at home tomorrow being Monday, Biafran Liberation Army have issued series of warning for those who decide.
my name is Ojo Brandi. The information literally passed around this very moment. Concerning tomorrow sit at the go.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know that my broadcast that it was muted, and nobody seemed to remind me of that.
I'm still begging you people again.
Oh my goodness.
Not to come out.
I just noticed that. Let me repeat.
Not to come out.
Let me repeat. Why? Okay. I don't know. It was muted. It was muted. It was muted. Please, Richard, are you just joining in? Can you tell me where I stopped? Where you stopped hearing my voice? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Because I just noticed that it was muted. Was it just now, or from the beginning everything was muted? Let me see. Just hold on. Let me see where I stopped because I don't want to. Let me know where the voice, disappeared. Then I will know what to replay, what to. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can see it. I can see. I can see now. Uh, all right. So, like as I was saying, sit at home tomorrow, being Monday, will be very, very, very different. And if you are one of those who think that you can disobey, then please rethink. Rethink because government in exile and different army have vowed not to allow you to disobey. And this is what they have to say. I am going to play the voice so that you will hear, what the Biafran army have to say about the sit at home tomorrow, don't disobey. I hope the voice is coming out.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending your location. I greet Biafrans all over the world. I greet all the freedom fighters. My name is Ojobandiru Akwaka One, Nala Biafra, Jesus, aka Igwe, the lion with the gun. The information literally passed London this very moment concerning tomorrow sit at home, due Monday 19th February 2024. I'm still begging you people again not to come out for this sit at home. We are giving you people warning not to come out. If you will come out and see you are gone. And no any apology can save you. Because we promising you that if we see you on the road tomorrow being Monday, you are gone. Stay at home. And don't say we didn't warn you. That's the information I bring to you people. Thank you.
So the information is very clear. Stay in your house. Tomorrow is sit at home. Please, no matter how you have been deceived, respect yourself and avoid, putting your God in temptation. That is what I have to share with you now regarding the sit at home tomorrow. So we need to remind our people about the upcoming, the ongoing referendum. You have to go and vote. Go and vote. It is very, very important. Do not say that that you don't know. It is not something that you can ignore. Go and vote. Go and vote. Very, very important that you cast your vote to support the freedom of your people. It is not something that you'll be waiting for someone to help you or anything. No, don't do that. Now, the protest is, has begun in Yoruba land. A lot of people are protesting there, and what PM said is quite interesting regarding that aspect. Let me bring it for you, because some of you will like to. I know they will soon deceive you to go out and protest. You need to protest. You need to join your brothers and sisters to protest. So if you are doing that, make sure you check. Don't do protest that you'll be doing and you're watching your back. Nobody is going to protect you, and if anything happens to you, don't blame anybody, because that is a message. That is a message. It is not allowed to protest, against hardship or against any government or anything. Just maintain your lane. Avoid it. Avoid it totally. Avoid it totally. Now let me look for the update from PM to our people about the condition or protest that is going on in Nigeria. Let me bring it up for you. PM said, breaking, there will be no protest about Nigerian in Biafra land. We are not part of them. Our people must understand this. The situation of Nigerian today is a result of Biafran new dimension. Okay, there will be no protest until our declaration this year. So if you are not saying that in your mind, make sure you check it very well if it is a good idea for you to do. So don't just do something because you want to do. Always make sure that your back, somebody is at your back for protection, to avoid you going out and never coming. To avoid you going out and never come back. That is very, very important. To me, I will tell you not to protest. That does not mean that you are not facing the hardship. You have been there before them. Let them test it now and see if that is what they want. Okay. That's one of our brothers told me that he would like to that he want me to share link before, but I was about to go at a meeting, so I told him that when I will be live this evening, I will share a link for him to join. So if anybody want to join a link to you, then we can now discuss about it. If nobody is interested about it, then I will call it a day, because I've shared the information that brought me here. So if you have any question or anything, let me know, then I will share a link to you. While waiting for any response, let me remind us that the people who are supporting DOS are still not giving up. They keep on trying to convince people by selling negative and fake information about the federal government in Israel, about PM Samanekpa. So do not allow yourself to be used in that kind of cheap blackmail. It is not going to help you and is not good for you. Please don't do that, and make sure that you know the truth and you stand on the truth.